want you to dream with me just for a moment. I was a former college basketball player at the University of Louisville and then at Lincoln Memorial University, as you can see on my shirt, D1 and D2. Spent 4 years playing basketball. I loved it. I had great memories, had so many different experiences, and I loved every bit of it in many ways. But I want you to dream with me for a moment, because now I'm almost 38 years old. I have been out of college basketball for 16 years, and I am someone who still played basketball after I graduated. I loved it. I still played up until about 2 years after I graduated, and I tore my Achilles. So I have to say this a lot because people ask me if I still play basketball, and I say no. I could if I wanted to, but I just got out of it, especially after tearing my Achilles. I didn't have the rehab that I needed. I didn't put in the time that I needed to with rehab. So when I stopped playing basketball, it was really almost the funnest time of my life, because I was working out hard. I was eating pretty good, and I was playing better than I had ever played in my life after college. So I tore my Achilles. Before that, I was really dunking the basketball very easily, and it was just fun playing. And again, after I tore my Achilles, I got back into playing a little bit, but it was not near as fun. And when I think about the experience with all of this, I think about how I used to be athletic. I used to be, in many ways, that guy. And I would love going out and competing with people and just have the mentality that no one could beat me. And I love having that mentality. And I still have that mentality in many ways, but now that I'm getting older and now that I haven't played in so long, the mentality is there, but the athleticism is not. I can still shoot the basketball, but I can't run and jump and move like I used to. And much of that has to do with my inability, or let's say my lack of committing myself to getting back to the athleticism that I was at before tearing my Achilles. And maybe I would never get back to where I was, but I think I could have gotten pretty close if I would have put the time in. And I say all that to say this. Maybe you are a former college athlete and something happened, life, injury, family, whatever that is, career, all even good things, maybe bad things like mine, like an injury. But now that you look back and you're in your 30s or 40s, maybe even in your 50s, you look back and you say, you know what, I used to be athletic and I would love to get back to where I used to be. If you are thinking that, it's normal. I think this all the time. I'm around the gym a lot still. I don't coach, I don't play, I don't do any of those things. I'm an elementary PE teacher at the moment, among some other things. I'm around the sport a lot. And in my mind, I'm always thinking, I just wish I could get back to where I used to be. Because there would be nothing that I would love more than to get out on the court and do some moves and jump and shoot and run. And I think it's funny because even running up and down the court this past summer felt weird. It felt odd. I was just telling someone this just the other day. I said I ran up and down the court and I was just doing some small moves and it felt like I'd never done it before. That's where I'm at in my life right now. And again, I eat healthy. I try to stay somewhat active, but life happens and injuries happen and things happen. But I want to get back to where I was. And that is the mission. That is the goal that I'm trying to reach now. I'm almost 38. I'll be 38 on March 2nd. I feel pretty good. I just got back into the gym after almost 2 years off. I'm dialing in my diet. And I'm committed that over the next 15 weeks, I probably will not windmill dunk again. But I am going to try my best over the next 15 weeks to at least feel athletic again and get back to where my mind feels like, hey, this may be something that I can achieve in the next year or two, maybe. That's the mindset that I think you have. And I think it's a mindset that you want. That in the back of your mind, you think, you know what, I would love to just have that confidence again. I would love to have and feel that competitiveness again. That I used to play this college sport or that college sport. I used to be a pro. I don't know. Or maybe you may be just watching and thinking, hey, I was just a really good high school athlete. And I've been out of it for so long for good reasons and bad reasons. And you know what? I have a passion and desire, and I have a competitiveness within me that I've not let out in a long time. And I would love to let it out now. That maybe I'm in a season of my life now that I'm 30 or 40 or whatever age that is, and my kids maybe are a little older. And I have this time now that I can pour back into this competitive spirit that's still within me. And if that's you, I want you to reach out. I don't work with a lot of people. I only work with a select few people. But you have to be committed. You have to pull that competitiveness out and say, you know what? That's me, and I want to invest in my athleticism again. I want to invest in a body and a mind through fitness and nutrition and whatever that is. Maybe it's hopping on your bicycle again. Maybe it's basketball. Maybe it's tennis. I don't know what that is. But you're thinking to yourself, I have let myself go, and now I want to reel it back in, and I want to become someone that no one recognizes anymore because it's been so long since I've looked like that and I've acted like that, and I want to become that person again. This is much more about gaining more information. This is totally about a transformation for you. That you want to become someone, that this is your identity, that my identity was back when I was in high school or college and playing basketball. That was my identity. And over time, I've sort of lost my identity. And maybe you're the same way. Maybe you think, hey, I've lost my identity. People know me for what happened 20 years ago. And I want to become that person again. I want to regain that identity. And if this is you, I'm just warning you, be ready to commit. Be ready to invest. This is not cheap. This is not easy, but it's worth it. It's worth it because you are worth it and you want to become someone that other people don't recognize anymore. Not for them, but for yourself. That again, you're getting up in age and you're feeling it. You're feeling your body shut down. You're feeling your mind shut down. You're getting down on yourself and depressed and feeling like, hey, I want to eat healthy and I just don't know how, so I eat worse. I get it. But if you're watching this video and you're thinking, you know what? I have the resources, I have the means, I have the time, and I want to commit myself to becoming athletic again, then I want you to reach out and I want us to have a conversation. My name is Stuart. This is Stuart Miller Wellness, and I'm looking forward to talking with you.